put his money in, and he knows that Liam can be just trying to take advantage of the fact that there was some supposedly dead money lying around in this pot, and he feels that Liam might have done this with a wide range of hands.
John Tabby, that was...
That's what I'm guessing. A lot of pair of tens.
Was kind of impressive stuff, Neil. I mean...
Yeah, no, it was a very gutsy move from John.
Still to come, a cat, a fish, and plenty of whiskers. It'll be stubbly from here on in.
I don't wear these glasses.
Welcome back to the
blind.
table.
That's why I wear them.
Woodley was actually a bit unlucky last year in getting second. I mean, it was a pretty magnificent second. He played really well in his heat and out of his skin in the semis.
I remember you being very impressed, but I do remember the bookie telling me that it was the best performance of anyone ever on TV Poker to beat him.
It was said. Many said that. Many did say that. Said it was some kind of final. I'll tell you what. And with the ace-queen, identical situation. He just called, but the ace-king's a much, much better hand.
Absolutely. But he's going for the call again. Perhaps because he feels, again, you know, we're on the first level, there isn't too much money in there, he doesn't want to get too busy. Or perhaps because he's thinking he can set up the squeeze play behind. If he flat calls, if John Tabatabai or Liam Flood pick up a hand behind, they may decide to make a big move. It's possible Liam may decide to move all in here. He's got about, what has he got, 66,000. There's 17 in there. He certainly considered it.
I mean, before Dan Harrington had ever even written about the squeeze play, Surinder did it on TV at the Late Night Poker 1 final table.
Well, Ian Woodley could consider that he's making a squeeze here if he moves in. He's got 2 9s. It's 5,000 for him to call. He's only got 60,000 chips. It wouldn't be the worst play in the world to move all in here.
Cool.
He chose discretion as the better part of valor. He's just going to flat call.
That's pretty.
Let's see some blood.
I think that's pretty confident stuff from Woodley, that he didn't want to just give it all up and, I don't know.
It's around 10% of his stack to call. He's getting some kind of odds to flop a set. It'll be interesting to see who wins it now. Surinder's probably the favourite to pick up this pot. Well, he's missed the bet there, so now Woodley's gone favourite to win the pot. I think if there's a low card, Woodley will bet and he'll probably win it.
How much should he bet now that there's 3 hearts on board?
Well, nobody has a heart, but I think the heart might be the only thing that stops Woodley betting.
Too dangerous now, no more free ones, guys.
Once people stop betting and Devilfish is in a pot, he always goes favourite to win the pot.
That's 14. This is...
Double check and see if they've got a hat.
Really tricky.
I know I had 1, I'll just see if I had 2. So I can't remember.
And Woodley wants to see what's going to happen behind him. Obviously, if Surinder folds, he'll go into check and call mode, or...
Raise it.
Raise.
Wow. Wow.
That's 28,000
very
total.
strong, isn't
That's
it, Neil?
a very impressive move by Surinder Sunal. And that's going to get through, obviously. We can see the hands. We know it's going to get through.
I mean, tell me the thought process that Surinder can have to do this.
Well, Woodley's shown weakness. Woodley's just flat called pre-flop. He hasn't let out on the flop. He hasn't let out on the turn. So he's disregarding Woodley, and he knows Devilfish has got a lot of previous for stealing. He's played with Devilfish, you know, many times over a number of years, and
all his life.
He knows his hand can be good here against Devilfish, and he knows Devilfish could easily just be betting with a pair of fives, you know, maybe ace-5, ace-7, or 6-7 or 6-5. He's and those hands he's probably not.
No way!
Wow!
He put them all in.
Well, this is unbelievable stuff.
What's going on?
A move from Devilfish, a re-move from Surinder, and then a re-move from Devilfish. This is something you don't see every day of the week.
No. Oh my! I mean, Surinder has made a truly great play here, hasn't he?
He made a play that less than 5% of poker players are capable of making, and Devilfish has made a play that less than 1%. And he knows he was bluffing, and he can't really call. He also knows there's 123,000 in there, and you know, he's got quite a lot of his money already in there.
Well, even in the afterglow now, Neil and I think, still breathless about that hand. And for me, Neil, I mean, truly great poker takes truly great players.
Absolutely, and these two are just, they're still, you know, they've been around poker a long time now. They're absolutely at the top of their game still. That hand is a brilliant hand.
Now, you talked to Surinder. You talked to Surinder about this, didn't you?
Yeah, I speak to Surinder a lot, and I talked to him about this hand. I congratulated him on his play in the hand, but I also said, you know, what were you thinking when it was going along? He said to me, Devilfish is always making these moves on me. He always wants to make a big grandstand play. And he said, I knew he had nothing, and I decided I could take him off the hand, and then he's come back and made a play on me. And, you know, he takes his hat off to Devilfish.
How can we, as mortal men, make a play like the Devilfish made? I mean, what do you have to think?
Well, I guess with the Devilfish there, you know, Ian Woodley's played the hand kind of weak. He could have made a squeeze play pre-flop. He didn't lead out on the flop. And now the Devilfish has made his decision to seize the pot. You know, check twice, the Devilfish is always going to try and pick up any pots. But Surinder knows that, and he goes for the remove. I guess if you had to criticise, Devilfish has led out for 14,000, Surinder's made it 28,000. He's kind of opened the door now for Devilfish to make the remove on him, and he knows that Devilfish likes to make a remove on him. Maybe Surinder should have pot committed himself a bit more and made a big play at the pot, but it's not really his style. He likes to play small ball poker, he likes to play lots of pots, lots of tricky little things. He likes to, all his moves, he likes to make them small moves, and it would have been inconsistent to his normal standard of play if he'd have gone for an enormous raise with no hand there. If he always does the same kind of thing, it's very hard to put him on a hand. I think it's very hard to fault either of them in this pot. They both played it brilliantly.
What's Cat Girl in poker? You better ask Cat Girl.
So what's Cat Girl?
What do you mean?
What is Cat Girl?
Nickname?
Oh, okay, so it's not like a character or anything.
Try?
Oh, it is then, okay.
Plus?
Surrender's waiting for the
I think that was almost an existential question. That was kind of like
Surrender's on. Listen, you make them chips
kind of
last
like
about another 3 hours, don't
how you open up a sermon.
Again, you throw one chip on the teddy bear in.
Yeah.
Come and raise a teddy bear.
It's like a pan of blood. I'm still betting him to outlast
Raise
at least 3 years.
12,000 total.
That's a nice raise.
I'd bet on that too.
If there's betting on,
It's a nice raise, but it's not going to get rid of Ian Woodley.
it's like favourite.
Cool.
But she's getting a lot of respect, isn't she?
Sure, I mean, against another player in that situation, Ian Woodley would suspect
why
a
I went
steal
round
and
on
probably
that
move all in
table.
with his stack being at around 50-odd thousand.
Why would you want to do that?
I don't know.
Oh, wow. Cat Girl's
Sorry.
flopped 3
It's
deuces.
sorry about two.
Unluckily for her, Woodley hasn't hit a king or queen. She's going to give him a chance to hit one later, or maybe bluff it.
That's a nice check, Neil. It's a nice check.
Yeah, she's played good here. I mean, women players generally, when playing against guys, tend to get the alpha male trying to bluff them, and Woodley's a definite example of this. I'd imagine he'll be looking to pick on her in this situation. He would feel that her check's showing weakness. Having said that, if she does check raise here, she won't get any other money out of him. She should check call.
You want me to write it again because it gone on to win the tournament. You even
A
have
bit of
to
Hollywood.
don't put a tattoo to it.
Cool.
And she's called, which is good.
I once saw him lose a pot in the veg.
She definitely knows where she's at.
She definitely knows where she's at. She must check again. Hopefully for her it'll come a queen or king. Ian's picked up the flush draw. I guess he might choose to go all in now with the 2 overcards and the flush draw. If she can resist betting, it would help.
He might not think he can fold anymore. He doesn't have many chips left, does he?
He started the hand with 52,000.
He's put in about 30.
18,000.
Yeah, I guess he's going to put it in. There we go.
All in.
And Woodley's drawing live, but what a spot for Cat Girl.
Very good spot for Cat Girl. She played it very well as well.
Yeah.
It's another 4,000.
Right.
Another
No.
4.
And
Don't pass this for sure.
Woodley down to